Yo, what's up guys? I'm Sam. Hope all of you are doing swell today. Apple expected to have a pretty big rest of the year. We've already seen some good stuff from them in 2019. A new iPad mini, AirPods 2 came out, even new MacBook Pros, but the second half of this year is much more stacked than the first. So I want to update you guys now that we have more information than ever before what Apple is expected to release in 2019, including a first ever product said to be coming later this month, the Apple Card. If you're excited, you guys know what to do. Drop a like down below, go out and give somebody a hug, and of course hit subscribe so you stay up to date on the latest Apple news. Let's go ahead and get started with the list. So to give this video some meaningful order, I want to talk about it like this. The products up first are going to be coming out the soonest. The products that I talk about last are going to be released in the latter half of 2019. But let's go ahead and start off with a product that Apple has hyped up a lot, but I think a lot of people have also forgotten about since it was initially unveiled in March. And delving deeper into the financial system is the Apple Card. Now we all know about Apple Pay and Apple Pay Cash. Now, what if you want to get some rewards back? What if you want to really see what you're spending your money on? Well, Apple is doing that with a deeper delve into the financial sector with the Apple Card. The actual benefits of the card are not insane. When you use the physical card, this one right here, made of titanium, you're only getting 1% cash back on everything, which is pretty weak compared to a lot of cards that are giving at least 1.5%, like my one with Chase. Where Apple is counteracting that low physical card reward is with digital rewards, and especially how you get that cash back. So first of all, Apple's cash here is called daily cash. Basically, the day of you buying something on your Apple Card, you get that cash back instantly. No more waiting 30 days for the points to calculate or converting like 1,700 points into $7.17 or something weird. Number two, you get extra rewards when using Apple Pay. So whether in store or online, every Apple Pay purchase you make is going to be 2% cash back. Again, bringing it up to par with other competitors. And then the number one tier for me is going to be 3% cash back on all Apple products. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but I mean, if you buy a $1,000 iPhone every year, I don't know, like this one, you get $30 back instantly, which is pretty cool. It'll pay for what, like the activation fee for the phone? Thanks, Verizon. Apple says this card is coming summer of 2019, but a little friend of mine says that it could be coming about halfway through this month, which at the time of recording this is July 2019. I don't know how credible this is. It's a first-time source, but just wanted to slide that little iUpdate exclusive your way. Now, also potentially coming in July is a new 13-inch MacBook Pro. A FCC filing that Apple had applied for recently got leaked, and it shows the bottom of a standard-looking 13-inch MacBook Pro. Now, what's weird about this is that Apple literally just updated the Touch Bar MacBook Pros about a month and a half, 2 months ago now. And they're pretty good. They have some nice processors on the inside, but the non-Touch Bar MacBook Pros have not been touched in a while. So potentially later this month in July, Apple could be updating the non-Touch Bar MacBook Pros, making them worth it to buy again. Just right now, they are severely outdated in their current state. Or Apple could wait until September or October to also release this new non-Touch Bar MacBook Pro update. That one's sort of a toss-up, but still wanted to bring it up in case you're looking to buy one, maybe hold off a little bit. Now in August, I think Apple is going to be taking a little bit of a break. You know, everybody's going back to school. There's going to be some back to school promotions, of course. But September, that's when things get hot, they get spicy, and they get real expensive real quick. So in September of this year, Apple will be holding their annual iPhone event, meaning the first product we're going to be seeing here is, of course, the iPhone 11, the iPhone 11 Max, and the iPhone 11R. So a second generation version of the iPhone XR, and the next generation major flagship version of the iPhone. We actually already have images of what these products are going to look like. While for some other products that we're going to be talking about, we don't have any like CAD images or official renders, we do have official renders courtesy of OnLeaks for both of the new iPhones. And well, they look like iPhones from years past. I want to hear your thoughts about that camera bump down below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Or do you stand somewhere in the middle? Either way, we're hearing faster processors, larger batteries, which is going to be incredible. I'm so excited for physically larger batteries inside of these new iPhones. And of course, the big update for the iPhone 11 and 11 Max, a third camera on the back for possibly 3x zoom, but also maybe ultra wide angle. That's been floating around as well. But camera quality going to be a big focus this year because, well, that is the main aesthetic and physical upgrade. But if you're not impressed by the new iPhone, don't worry, there's some other cool stuff coming your way, the Apple Watch Series 5. Now, the big upgrade happened last year with the Apple Watch Series 4, so redesign-wise, not expecting much of anything. The side button may go haptic, so it won't be physically moving when you press it. It will feel like the iPhone 7 or iPhone 8 home button, where it's just a vibration and it feels like it's moving, but it's completely and entirely solid state. That'll make it less likely to break, more water resistant, which is cool. Apple's been experimenting with like cameras on some watch bands, but that's still totally up in the air. And due to some new technology on the iPhone 11, you may actually be able to charge your Apple Watch on the back of your iPhone 11, which is going to be pretty cool. So if like you're out of charger on your watch, I've forgotten my charger so many times, but you have your iPhone, you set your watch on there and it'll start charging, and AirPods are going to be able to work here as well, which leads us into what I think is Apple's biggest product in the past 3 years, without question. They are a phenomena. Everybody loves them because they are a genuinely good product with very few drawbacks. I'd say the only place that AirPods suck is with battery life, but that's just due to the little tiny batteries that have to go inside of them. Now, according to OnLeaks, a very well-respected leaker has an insanely good track record. AirPods 3 could actually be coming as soon as fall of this year, the September-ish timeframe that I'm talking about. So if you're looking to buy new AirPods and you weren't impressed by AirPods 2, which didn't add any serious upgrades, like sound quality stayed the same, AirPods 3 is said to be coming in a matte black finish, which is going to look absolutely incredible. It will show so many less like black marks that you find on your AirPods all the time. The bass is going to go up. The battery life could get a little bit better. There could be some sort of like sound dampening whenever you have them in your head. They are going to be a big upgrade. It could also be called AirPods Pro or something like that. So if you're looking to buy AirPods and you're not totally happy with what you're seeing on the market now, wait a little bit longer, buy your $1,000 iPhone 10, buy your $400 or $500 Apple Watch Series 5, and just throw in some $200 or $300 AirPods 3 on top of that. And that's going to be a fun little September for you. By this point, you've realized that two major product categories for Apple have not even been touched. That is the iPad line and the Mac line, both of which are still expected to see some updates later this year. Now, most interesting to me here is Apple refreshing the 9.7-inch iPad. Traditionally, that took place in March, but Apple didn't do that this year. They came out with a new 10.5-inch iPad Air and also an updated 7.9-inch iPad mini. Sandwiched in the middle there is this 9.7-inch, thicker, sort of outdated-looking iPad. And according to a leaker with an impeccable track record, there is one on the way. Now, whether Apple announces this in September or October is entirely up in the air. We don't really know, but a new 10.2-inch, around $329 iPad is still expected. And I feel like for most people, that is going to be the way to go because the 9.7-inch iPad is already really good. Get 0.5-inch bigger screen, half-inch bigger, same price, could be very tempting. Now for that one, I said September or October because honestly, we don't really know. But there is a very good chance that this year, Apple could also hold an event in October or November. So nothing for the rest of the summer. We just had WWDC, definitely an event in September, but I would say a second event in October or November is equally likely because in addition to that new iPad, the 10.2-inch cheap version, possibly coming then, Apple hasn't really talked about Macs on stage for, at this point, it will be a year. Last year we got the new Mac Mini. I would expect some small processor upgrades for the MacBook Air. There is some indication that that will happen according to some recent rumors. And then the Mac Mini, I feel like it's just time for a yearly spec upgrade because we haven't seen one in a while. But on top of the iPad, on top of the small processor upgrades, I think what will be the main focus and the main draw from this event are two big products for Apple, two that will define how professionals use their products. Number one is a new 16-inch MacBook Pro. Now you might be saying, what the heck, guys? I just bought my new MacBook Pro when you updated them in June of 2019 or May of 2019. And I'd be like, yeah, I know that they did that because they bamboozled me too. Right here is my new 2019 MacBook Pro that is apparently going to be outdated by October or November of this year because analysts strongly suggest that a new 16-inch redesigned fresh keyboard, hopefully please have a fresh, better keyboard on this, is on the way. I hope it looks something like this. If it does, I'll be blown away. Recently, we got some information that the screen is going to be slightly higher resolution, but unfortunately, Apple's not going to be jumping up to anything crazy like 4K or 5K on this laptop, just because the power drain would be way too significant. And spec-wise, yes, it's going to have a fast processor, but I almost wonder if Apple's going to differentiate this 16-inch MacBook is like a MacBook Pro Ultra or something, just because if it ends up looking redesigned, ends up looking kind of crazy, I don't know if it can end end up fitting in with the other like older MacBook Pros. And second to that is the Mac Pro. Now again, this is a product that we've already seen. Apple unveiled this at WWDC, so it's not anything entirely new. But release-wise, I feel like usually Apple tends to go toward the end of 2019 for these really big professional product launches. Look at the Mac Pro from 2013. It came out on like one of the last days of the year. Look at the iMac Pro from 2017. Again, came out on like one of the last days in December. So will it be officially unveiled in November? We don't really know. These like release dates toward the end of the year are more murky, as you can tell, because we're a little bit farther away. We have less information than the stuff that's just around the corner, like the Apple Card. I think Apple still has a really strong product pipeline. Looking forward to see what else they come out within the next couple of years. And for now, still got a pretty banging 2019 ahead of us. So let me know what you think down below. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video or learned something new. Hit subscribe for more, and I'll catch all of you in my next video. Hopefully I'll have that Apple Card next time I talk to you guys, and I can flex on you with my titanium Apple Card. Anyway, guys, peace out. See you in the next video.